Atlantis Alive, focusing on tracking education.
Yes, it is Ramadan, so I want to wish all our viewers up there Ramadan Kareem. And we're back with Anwar Jakoet of the Anwar Jakoet Foundation. Welcome back, Anwar Jakoet.
Well, my first time on your show.
Yes.
Seems like it's going well.
It's a pleasure having you. You also recently have this particular special program, or I wouldn't know what to call it program, but it's this rollout plant box.
Yeah, look, it is basically part of our sustainable food development scenario. We started off, with the planter boxes.
Yes.
People ask us why planter boxes. You must realize that lots of the soup kitchens actually operate out of the backyards. They don't have gardens.
Yes.
Right. So we've spoken to them about it, and what we do is we supply them with planter boxes, with seedlings and so forth, and they can grow their own herbs that they add to their food.
Yeah, but those herbs are quite expensive in the shop.
In the shop, so they can do that because they don't have the ground.
Yeah.
Right.
But the boxes.
Yes. And eventually we found that, but you don't only need wooden planter boxes. Any old bucket that's leaking, all right, you put in soil.
Plastic buckets.
Plastic buckets, put in soil.
Yes.
All right, chilies, things like that. It doesn't need a rocket scientist to grow chilies, peppers, and they add that to their food. So they are partly becoming self-sustainable in a small way.
Yes.
But you're also, creating an awareness that you don't have to go in the store all the time. You don't have to go out and beg all the time, because there is definitely, donor fatigue.
Yes.
I mean, it's a fact. I don't like to speak about it. All right. This donor fatigue, people that used to give are not giving anymore. So what we're trying to go to and telling and taking story across to our recipients and some of our partners is you can do things for yourself. You can do things for yourself. I mean, one of the examples is we went to GAPA, which is Grannies Against Poverty and AIDS, one of the organizations that we support.
Yeah.
I mean, they were over the moon. We call them the Gogos, right? When we took them 5 planter boxes.
Yes.
Right? But they do have a bit of grounds.
Yeah. But
the planter boxes is there. It's easy to maintain, right? And easy to grow your herbs, like your danias and things like that.
Yes,
thyme and so forth. And they were over the moon. Right.
Yeah, over time, I've seen many people using the balconies and the roof of the buildings, etc., etc. Yeah. So there's no way you say you cannot do that, right?
When there's a lack of space, and we've done a bit of research, you look in Europe also.
Yes.
Exactly what you're saying. They're actually doing these type of things on top of the rooftop gardening, as they call it.
Yes.
But instead of growing plants and flowers and whatever, they actually grow things that's nutritious, which can actually be used in their foods.
Yes.
And we have a similar problem in our townships.
Yeah.
There's no space. I mean, it's 2 semis all on top of each other, no ground. A planter box or 2 or 3, where they're cooking. And they have gas stoves that they cook off from.
Yes.
They can just pick
and cook. And it's fresh. Well, let's just deviate a little bit and go into the man himself, the Anwar Jakoet. Anwar Jakoet, you are by profession, you're a teacher, you're an entrepreneur. Tell us more about the Anwar Jakoet himself.
Look, I started teaching in 1983 at a primary school called Chapel Street Primary.
Chapel Street?
Yeah, right around the corner where I actually live. But while I was teaching, I also then opened 2 clothing stores. Right, so I knew always that's the entrepreneur in me.
Yes.
Right. The unfortunate part at the time was that we had very little role models that were entrepreneurs, and that's a fact. Most people either became a teacher, a doctor, or whatever the case may be, or a bricklayer, or an artisan, or involved in the clothing industry.
Yeah.
That was where we went to. And I just took the leap of faith in 1989 that I'm leaving teaching. And I went into a carpeting flooring business. And I did a bit of further studies in property. I then opened up my own real estate agency. And now you can ask me, what I haven't done yet.
What haven't you done yet?
I don't know.
Still to come.
Still to come. I've been in the boating industry. I was involved with the Robben Island Ferry Company.
Okay.
So involved in yachts and so forth. We had a diamond company at Cape Town International Airport, duty free. I dwelled in alternate energy.
Wow, so this whole package.
Yeah, but the one thing it taught me, look, I traveled extensively overseas.
Yes.
So that was my university. Right. Other people went on to do, I just did my teaching degree, others went on to do their masters, I didn't do that.
Yeah.
Mine was done overseas.
Overseas.
Malaysia, China, Hong Kong, right, by meeting people of different cultures.
Yeah.
And I learned from that. But the teacher in me was always there.
Yes.
Giving back to the community.
Yeah.
Right. I was always involved in sports, in different organizations. So that was always going to come back. And 2 years ago, it basically came back. I met up with the late Dr. Anwar. Right. He was a fantastic philanthropist. He was a fantastic businessman.
Yes.
And he started with COVID the Million Masks program, which he funded, and it was handed out for free. Right. And then he called me in, being an ex-teacher. Can't I do all the schools? Yes. I then also bought into a sanitizing business, non-alcohol-based sanitizing business. So we were handing out masks and sanitizer for free to schools. Then the soup kitchens came along. They heard we doing that.
Yes. And I think then it hit off with all your experiences and qualifications. You actually had this Anwar Foundation really planned.
Yes, and I think we've changed a lot of the narrative as well. That I run the foundation as a business. For it to be sustainable.
It has to, yeah.
It has to. Right? We are saying that we are not a charity. Yes. We work on, like I said earlier, we work on the quid pro quo system, the barter system, the partnership system, where we cross-pollinate.
Yeah.
Right? And I believe that if you're only going to cook food and hand out to the same people every night, you're creating a lazy...
You also cripple them.
Yeah, you're creating a lazy community.
Yes.
Then afterwards you create a lazy nation.
Yeah.
Because every night they can just stand there and get their plate of food.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm not saying that what they are doing is wrong. No, that's what they do. Yes. That's not what the Jakoet Foundation does.
Yes, yes. Okay, so we also know that apparently you have a team of about 19, some in South Africa, some in Scotland, and some in the US.
Yeah. Okay.
About your team?
Yeah, look, the team primarily started with myself. Solly Verlander came on board.
I know Solly Verlander.
He came on board, he saw what we were doing, he pledged his full support to us. Sharon van Schoor, who works closely with Solly, she threw in her lot with us.
Yes.
I then got the 2 retired principals.
Oh, wow.
Right, so that's part of our core team.
Yes.
Right? We go out on the outreach programs, and everybody does it pro bono. Right, it's free of charge. Then I called upon some of my friends. I've got Ezra Dalport,
Ezra, the music jazz guy.
He was, I think, partners with Tally Peterson back in the day.
Yes.
He's a sound engineer.
Yes, yes.
Ezra,
I know.
He's a friend of mine back in the day from when we were teenagers.
Yes.
Ezra moved to Chicago, right, and he saw what we were doing.
Yes.
He came back to South Africa last year, and he's now our ambassador in Chicago.
That's
he raises
wonderful.
funds for the AJF. I've also got another guy, a school friend of mine, immigrated to Canada about 35 years ago. He does all our websites for free.
Wow.
Patrick Kearns. He's also an ambassador too. He also raised funds for us, right, in Canada.
Yeah.
We've got a very good family friend staying in Edinburgh, Yasmina. She's our ambassador in Scotland.
Wow.
And then I've got family in Australia. They become our ambassadors.
So you have like an all-rounder around the globe.
Around the globe.
People
so
wanting to put their pro bono in.
Most of our funding comes from offshore.
You are not government funded. So how did you do all this during COVID and having to get help?
Family, friends, and business associates.
Yes, yes.
Look, that stood me in good stead, the business network.
Yeah.
My business network is not only South Africa. In the Middle East, I've been doing some business as well.
Yes.
So I do speak to my colleagues there, and they would also come with funding. Up till today, we haven't written one letter to any company yet for support.
Oh, how blessed is that?
That is just through family, friends, business, through networking.
Amazing. May they all be blessed.
Well, we try and bless them every day because...
You're blessing others and...
Exactly, so... Yes, if you ask, Anwar Jakoet, the man, now, I'm just a conduit.
Conduit, yes.
I'm using my business network and my business experience to do what I'm doing.
So how can people out there assist and help and lend a hand to make this, you know, work? Because there are so many areas that you cover. I mean, you do ECD. I know you said on the 14th of May, he's actually going to be in Franschhoek, and we're going to join him there. He's going to do some
sports outreach.
Sports outreach.
Where we take out sports equipment.
Yes.
Where we'll take out sound systems.
Yes.
We take food. We take motivational speakers. We take coaches. Yes. And we have a fun day.
Oh, it's going to be awesome.
With the kids. The impoverished kids of Franschhoek. We've done one in Bontierville, we've done one in Alsies River with Range Primary, and we just believe that we do things holistically.
Okay.
All right. We're just not about food, we're just not about education, we're just not about
the holistic approach.
Sports. We do the holistic approach. If there's a fire, we are able to jump in immediately. We supply clothing, blankets,
now I see
food
is
parcels.
people actually can donate, and it's there, so when there's a call, you have it on standby.
Yeah. Well, you were one of the people that donated.
Let's talk about it.
What I'm saying is really, it's, again, we go back to the quid pro quo story.
Yes.
When we go out and people say they got nothing to give us, I say, no, you always got something. We don't want money from you.
Yes.
We don't want goods from you. Speak to your neighbors.
Yes.
Collect teddy bears.
Exactly.
All right, collect old clothing.
Yes.
We will wash it.
Yes.
We have a clothing bank.
Yes.
All right, we took 7 boxes of clothing to Franschhoek.
Wow.
And bedding.
Wow.
Whenever they have people that's involved in fire, our partner, they will distribute.
Yes.
So don't ever tell us you have nothing.
You don't have nothing, You
know, no matter how rich you are, how poor you are, you'll always find something to give us.
That is awesome. It's such a wonderful initiative that you guys have. So tell the viewers out there how they can get hold of you and what they can do to help you.
Look, you can follow us obviously on Facebook, #AJF, or give me a call on 083 462 7992, 083 462 7992, or just a WhatsApp. All right, we will get back to you.
You heard it from the man himself, that is Anwar Jakoet of the Anwar Jakoet Foundation. You can get hold of him on that number, and they have a website as well. And what is your website?
It's www.theanwarjakoetfoundation.com.
Don't forget to tune into Atlantis Alive. We'll be coming back to you soon.